Hey, welcome inside. This episode of Zippity's Garage. In today's episode, I'm going to be focusing in on how you can win a beautiful 2026 Competition Yellow ZR1 Coupe. So let's go. Hey, welcome inside this episode of Zippity's Garage. Like I said in that quick introduction, we're down here at Corvette in Atlantic City, New Jersey, and we're here today to talk about a beautiful ZR1 that you can win. So with that, allow me to introduce myself if you're new here. My name is Jeff Zippity Doodah, and this YouTube channel is dedicated to the fun and games associated with being a Corvette and an automotive enthusiast. So if you like today's content, please smash that thumbs up button. Consider subscribing to the channel for more fun and games and fun content like this. In previous videos, I've done inventory walks. If you watch the channel for a while, I like going out to car shows. But in today's video, I want to focus in on, and in this hobby, I wear a number of different hats. And literally today, I am wearing the Chip Miller Amyloidosis Foundation hat. I'm a proud board member of that organization, and I also have the president of that organization, one Mr. Lance Miller, here on camera. But what we're here to do today is to focus in on this beautiful yellow ZR1 that is our sweepstakes car for the 2026 season. So this is a real car. It is not a rendering. It is not a Photoshop or, just what the car is going to look like. This is the actual car that you can win. And here with Lance to kind of go over it. We're down here at Sioka to kind of talk about the car a little bit. So before we get into the minutia of the car, tell me a little bit more about the foundation, Lance.
Sure. Well, it was my father, Chip Miller, that passed away from amyloidosis, little known disease. It's abnormal protein that adheres to various organs, and it just keeps building up. We love protein in our body. However, this protein's bad. So what it does is build up and never goes away. It builds up to the point that it could actually take your life. Unfortunately, in my case, my father passed away from amyloid, and we took it upon ourselves to form a foundation, Chip Miller Amyloidosis Foundation, and celebrate. So on that note, it works out quite well. And, we have fun doing it, and we celebrate his life versus, cry and mourn. So
Exactly. And the tough thing about amyloid, too, is that it mimics other diseases, too. So it often goes misdiagnosed, correct?
Exactly. And that was the biggest part for him.
Yep.
He got misdiagnosed multiple times and put on various drugs that just didn't work.
Yeah. So the idea here is to, raise money and raise awareness about amyloidosis. And the way we're doing that is with the sweepstakes cars. And this particular one here is a 2026 yellow ZR1 with the massive ZTK wing on the car. And it does have the ZTK package. So Lance, tell me a little bit more about the car, because you and I kind of spec'd this car out together. And tell me what we've got on the car. We can go over the window sticker and talk about all the options. But
can you tell it's yellow?
Yeah.
Should I say
and
that?
What made you go with yellow?
Well, that's easy.
Right.
I have a 95. It's a competition yellow. It just
ZR1.
made sense. Correct.
95 ZR1.
Yep. Sorry. Thanks for the correction.
Yep.
Love that car, but I was given that car actually upon graduation. So it was meaningful to me, and it was a gift from my parents. So I looked at it like this was a no-brainer. Had to go this direction, get the competition yellow, and follow up with that 95 that I have. So this was supposed to be my personal car.
Right. And, on the last board meeting of the foundation, you made the decision, like, look, these cars are hard to get. You wanted to make sure that we had a car for the foundation for the sweepstakes. So you literally gave up your personal car in order for the sweepstakes to go forward for 2026.
I did. It just made sense.
Yeah.
It really did.
So thank you for doing that on behalf of the foundation. But tell me a little bit more about the specs on the car as we're kind of going through it.
You know exactly what we did. We literally loaded this thing up. It has just about every option.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous spec. You can see all the yellow stitching on the door panels. It's a 3ZR, because the ZR1s only come as a 1 or a 3. But you've got the carbon fiber on the steering wheel. Let the camera and light kind of adjust. But you got the Alcantara and suede. And this is a 2026 with the new layout and so forth as far as the dash is concerned. And again, it also has the Alcantara. Yep, you got the Alcantara and the stitching on the roof panel. You've got the Alcantara and suede inserts. Again, beautiful setup. The car does have the front lift system. You can see that button there to the right. So that indicates the new location for the lift. And again, all the exposed carbon fiber. And again, you got the carbon fiber on the split window as well. And again, beautiful thing about the coupe is that you can see the motor. So again, that's the big deal about the coupes on the ZR1s, and you can see just how tall this ZR1 spoiler is. You know, Lance isn't a short guy, and you can see where that's coming up to him. So,
Cheeseburger off of it?
right, a picnic table. I did see a customer or an owner put a picnic table on top of one of those things. I also refer to it as an ironing board. So it is nice and large. You can see it's got the Alcon disc brakes on the thing. So again, that is all part of the ZTK package. And again, you can see where the extra radiator is up front here. So this is a non-usable front trunk. But speaking of the window sticker, it's a 2026 ZR1 Coupe 3LZ, the competition yellow with the jet black. So your base MSRP is $191,400. Options on this particular car: the ZR1 carbon fiber exposed aero for $10,495. That includes the dive planes, the carbon fiber high wing spoiler, the tall hood spoiler, the ZTK performance package for $4,395. That upgrades the tires, the ZTK performance suspension with mag ride control, and the carbon ceramic brakes, which are 10 piston front and 6 piston rear. You got the gas guzzler tax, front lift for $25.95, the 20 spoke carbon flash wheels for $14.95, competition yellow tint coat $9.95, carbon fiber and suede steering wheel for $6.95, and the competition yellow stitching is $4.95 for a total of MSRP of $217,560. But you can win this thing with just a simple entry. And obviously we're going to put all the details on how you can enter this and get this car. And we're going to be giving this away in October, right? In conjunction with Fall Carlisle, if I'm not mistaken. And there's Brandon from Let's Vet. So how are you, man? Good to see you. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm excited to be a part of this. I'm appreciative to Lance for letting me do the delivery and everything. I just love working with these cars. I did some filming on my channel for it. You guys will see that later. But this is actually the first ZR1 that I've been able to handle on camera. So huge thank you to Lance for letting me be a part of that.
Yeah, and the car is going to be on display here for not sure how long, but at the same token, if you're in the area and you want to see a ZR1 in person, stop on down to Seoka. This car is going to be here for a little bit. And again, if you're out in the area of Carlisle, Pennsylvania, you know, we're going in, you know, here we are going into the holiday season, and the lighting's terrible on me, so I'm going to turn back around. But this car in spring is going to be out of Carlisle, correct? So it's going to be debuted at Spring Carlisle, and then throughout the entire show season as well.
We will. Well, strategic shows.
Strategic shows.
At the Ford show.
Right, maybe not at the Ford or the Chrysler show or so forth, but you know, GM Nationals for the GM show, it'll be there. And then obviously Corvettes at Carlisle, it's going to be on display as well. So now we have Lance inside the car, and what's a car video without doing a cold start? So with that being said, Lance has got a big smile on his face.
Tough job.
Tough job. Yeah, somebody's got to do it. So I'm going to cruise back here. Not going to get too close, but go ahead, Lance, and give it a go. Nothing like a nice cold start on a ZR1. So again, as Lance said, this could be you, right?
This could be you with a 2026 brand new Corvette ZR1.
Yep, absolutely. And right now, I mean, there's a massive 4 miles on the odometer, and you can see that new layout on the dash. But like I said, no buttons there. You've got the additional wireless phone charger there on the pad, and you know, those beautiful new cup holders, and again the beautiful layout of the 3 screens, and just a gorgeous job with what Chevrolet did with this ZR1. While Lance is still inside the car, we're going to take a look at the back of the car. So again, this is the ZTK wing, right? So you look up here, there's no rear facing camera for the rear view mirror. That, when you option the car with the big wing, is relocated down here. So that's what these are. These are the cameras for the rear view mirror. So with that said, we now can take a look at that glorious twin turbo Corvette. You can see the engine cover here in beautiful blue, and Caleb Dudley, it looks like, is the manufacturer of this particular motor. Each one is signed by its builder. And again, there's a couple little Easter eggs in here. You can see the rocket on right there. So again, that pays tribute to the astronauts And the Gemini project is what this thing was originally referred to as. So again, those Easter eggs on the rockets are a couple different places in and around the ZR1. So really cool homage to Corvette's history. And you can see here, this is how you tell the car's got the magnetic ride, because you see the power going into the shock towers. It's got the carbon fiber closeouts on either side. And then it also has the engine lighting here. And this is what it looks like on the underside of that split window on the ZR1 coupes. And again, you can still fit the entire roof panel in here. So again, you can still do topless driving. I don't know if we want to see Lance topless, but that's a whole nother story for another video. But you can topless drive in your ZR1 coupe, because this beautiful roof panel with the exposed carbon fiber does fit in that rear trunk. So again, you can experience beautiful topless driving in a ZR1 coupe and still see that beautiful motor in the back. Before we go, remember, you can go over to chipmiller.org to learn more about the Chip Miller Amyloidosis Foundation. Entries for this car are as low as $10. So again, we've had winners that have won these things with only buying a small number of tickets. You don't need to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on tickets for your entries. So you can get an entry for as low as $10. So Lance, any final thoughts?
All I can think of when you say that is the guy that won, and he didn't even know he won.
Yeah.
He didn't remember buying the ticket. So go online, help a great cause, and potentially win a great car.
Excellent. So thanks for watching this episode of Zippity's Garage, guys. More fun and games to come out of the channel as we move forward. Thanks again.